food is a great way for people to come together, and now that we're in the middle of monsoons, we suggest you sit back, relax and try out some recipes that Chef Shamsul from Smoke House Deli is going to teach us. So Chef, what's on the agenda?
Hi Ambika, welcome to Smoke House Deli.
Thank you.
So we are going to do a very basic salad today, something that is very popular among our patrons. We're doing a very basic bean sprout salad. But the thing about it is we're trying to explore the bean sprout with different textures, like we have a different texture of quinoa, some rice flakes, some pumpkin seeds, along with some very nice lettuce, some carrot. So the dressing is a fruit-based dressing, so we're going to just reduce the fruit dressing. This is like guava juice, which you're going to reduce.
Is it fresh guava juice?
It's nectar.
Okay.
You're free to use fresh guava juice, but it's a little difficult to get that. But like since you are just using it in dressing, it's going to lose its the authentic flavor.
Right.
Anyway. So you might as well use nectar.
And how many ml is that?
This is for one portion, but like if you're doing at home and you want to keep it for very long, so it's like 1 liter, you can reduce it down to like 300 ml. So that gives you a nice syrupy consistency, like I have over there. So this over there, we're going to pop up some cinnamon, some star anise, some jalapenos just to give it a little kick, and a tad vinegar. So that all this thing is going to reduce and come together in the form of a nice dressing.
Okay.
Meanwhile, let me explain the lettuce to you. It is very important when you're doing a salad is to get your lettuce right, because lettuce is like the main game. So we are, for this particular lettuce salad, since we have a sweet dressing, we're going with slightly bitter tasting leaves. So we got arugula, which is bitter and pungent. We've got kale. It is like very bitter. So that when you're doing the lettuce, it is when it goes to lettuce, you get a nice yin yang of flavors. Salads are all about yin and yang. I mean, like it's about balancing your extremities. Like something sweet needs to balance. We got something bitter, something hot with something sweet. So it is all the matrix, the whole matrix that is salad. So so this is bean sprouts. We've just like soaked them in some orange juice just to get that interesting light right inside. Some carrots, to add some character to the salad, also give it a nice color, which look good also. Some cherry tomatoes, just for a little bit of variety, because salad should not be monotonous. I mean, like it is like a meal in itself, so it has to have that different bites, different textures in every bite. Also, we've done a very funky thing on the quinoa, like we've done a toasty thing so that the quinoa actually comes out to be slightly crispy.
So how do you toast the quinoa?
So we boil it up.
Yeah.
We just grab some oil, we'll keep it in the oven for about say half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay.
Comes out to be nice popped up texture, like this one over here.
All right.
Okay, some brown rice flakes, and again for a little bit of texture, so that there are different kinds of bites you get in a salad. Some like a slight crispy bite, some like a nice soft crispy bite, some like really brittle crispy, so that all that drama makes the salad interesting.
Right.
So we're going to start assembling the salad. You need a big bowl, first of all, to start off with. Gloves, for hygiene purposes also, but also like you don't want your, it's also like a main thing with salad is it's all about temperature of your ingredients.
Okay.
So my hand is like body temperature, 32 degrees. Salad is around 5 degrees. So like if my hand touches the salad, there has to be a little buffer, otherwise the salad will wilt very fast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna break it up. Add some lettuce over here. If you want, you can break them. I just prefer them whole. This side you can use your fork. Arugula, we're going to put some now. We're going to also put some towards the end. Not to handle the salad too much. We're going to, as it is, like use some of it towards the end. Just like this much of a mix is enough, because you need the. Also, one thing that makes the salad limp is the dressing, because it's got a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. So the salt, it gets in the lettuce. It starts to bring out the moisture, making it a little soggy. So next up, a little bit of bean sprouts. As you see, they're like nicely kind of marinated in them,
So I see orange juice and I see some red.
Yeah, that's like
chili.
A little bit of pepper.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this on top. Nicely. If you want to get some juice in, that's also fine. It's not a problem. Just gives a little bit of double dressing, kind of like nice citrus along with the Then I mean like because arugula is a slightly delicate lettuce, so we're gonna like just pop it on top and put the dressing on top so that you know it doesn't lose its pungency and the texture. So I mean just like the salad, the dressing left in your bowl is enough. So you just like give it a quick twirl. And on top it goes. We're gonna obviously put some more dressing towards the end. The carrots also the same way. Just a little bit of dressing. Each ingredient has its role to play. I mean, like it's kind of a harmony and diversity kind of situation we have over here. So then we go on with the usual suspects of like little texture in the salad. As you see, it's like more hidden. Little quinoa on top. Some cherry tomato and olives. Cherry tomato and olives just like make it more eye appealing. They don't have a major role in the salad per se, but like people think of salads as a meal nowadays.
Yeah.
So it is important that you have like most of your bases covered in terms of flavors and stuff like that.
And it adds color to it.
Yeah, of course it adds color. And pumpkin seeds, a little bit on top. So this is something that we came out with like some time ago. Rice flakes, I mean like probably people don't use them, but it's like a lovely thing that gives really good texture to the salad. So we're gonna put some more dressing on top, make everything come together. And here you go, the salad is ready.
So chef, before we head into our first break, why don't you tell our viewers what are you going to make on the other side?
We're gonna make a very popular dish from Smoke House Deli, and it's called the Peri Peri chicken. But now we don't give it the usual treatment. It's a little different than the regular Peri Peri chicken. We're gonna deal with smoked chicken and a lot of smoked stuff in that. So it's very popular. If you've probably visited Smoke House Deli, it's impossible that you haven't had it before.
Amazing. So do come back and learn the recipe of Peri Peri chicken. Welcome back. We are cooking with Chef Shamsul at Smoke House Deli in New Delhi. Chef is going to teach us how to make Peri Peri chicken. Chef, what are the key ingredients we require?
So Peri Peri chicken is a very popular main course at Smoke House Deli. I mean, like if you have ever visited, I'm sure you must have eaten it. So what basically makes it great is like the treatment we give the chicken. So one thing is that's the chicken breast. I mean, like it looks quite simple at least, but like it's gone through a process. We've got actually brined it in about say 30% solution of salt water, so that salt get inside, it breaks the tissues, make the chicken really tender. So first things first, the sauce is actually, the chicken is great, but what makes it really exceptional is the sauce. So it is a citrus sauce. Like the dressing, we're going to reduce juice, basically orange juice, fresh orange juice if possible, otherwise the other one is also fine. Some bay leaves, mustard, some coriander seeds, a little bit of jalapeno for the kick. As you've noticed, it gives it the kick last time. And star anise. Star anise is a very versatile ingredient. I mean, like it's for all your reductions. It's like great. I mean, even if when you have had sangria, they actually, or a mulled wine, it goes great. It's a very great herb. I'm sorry, a spice. So while that is happening, I'll just put this on.
And for how long?
This is on, but like you have to, there's no time limit, because if you're using fresh juice, the amount of sugar in the fresh juice, it changes. So you don't know how much to really cook it, but like you need to cook it till the time you get this consistency.
Okay.
Like the one in the dressing. But this is a little different because we're going to use it as a drizzle on top. So while that is happening, let's marinate the chicken first. As you noticed, like we have got most of the flavors inside, like in the chicken. So we just need to marinate for a very short time. Doesn't have to go through a process of marination again because it's already tender inside. So this is smoked chili paste. This is your Resham Patti chili. You would just like boil it in water and make a paste out of it. Boiling so that you get less heat and more flavor. This goes in. Just about say 2 tablespoons is fine. My favorite, garlic. Garlic is good. Some basil leaf, you can just tear them off. We're gonna mix this up. You might want not to put too much salt because you already got salt inside there.
Right.
So avoid the salt. I mean, like this is only just to protect your hands. It is not a hygiene issue whether you handle raw meat, because as it is going to cook it above 250, it's going to get all the germs as it is. So we're going to leave it in a refrigerator.
For how long?
Just about 5 hours. No, because it is not a regular tikka marination where you have to leave it overnight. I mean, 4-5 hours is more or less enough, just so that everything comes together a bit. I mean, like if you're in a hurry, or you can just do it straight away.
Okay.
Because for the thing is, why you want to marinate stuff for so long, because you want to get it tender. But we already have this tender because of the brining, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
So you can just do even if you want to cook it straight away, you can. But like just for the sake of flavor and everything coming together, you need to like 4 hours or something like that.
Okay.
But if you want to just cook it and you're in a hurry, you can just straight away do it. So this you're gonna do there. I have some chicken cooking at the back, so we're gonna get that going, and then I'm gonna show you how to finish the sauce. So this is what you're gonna get after you reduce this.
Right.
So very slowly reduce it. You don't want to burn the sugars up. You don't want them caramelized, so that doesn't become bitter. So this is what you're gonna get. It's gonna be a little dark, and it's gonna become full of flavor.
Right.
So what you need to do is, like, this in itself is quite monotonous, very single tone. So we got some chopped peppers, chopped very finely. Peppers, coriander. We're gonna pop this in. You can put as much or as little as you like. It is totally on your preference. I mean, if you prefer a salsa like sauce, then you can add even more than this.
Okay.
If you like a nice drizzle, you can put very little of it. It's generally like it should like come together like this. Just a little bit of kick and go with the whole, because we are making peri peri chicken, a little bit of peri peri. I mean, like, I would give you quantities, but this is morely on your taste. I mean, like, you don't know how tangy or lemon juice is or lemons you're using. So just go by your taste and see what you fancy and how, how tangy you want it, how spicy you want it. So you can just, this is a very versatile recipe. Moreover, I think most recipes are versatile. They're not like computer programs that won't work. So I had some chicken cooking downstairs, and they just like cooked it, and he's just like getting it.
There it is. Yeah. So from the time of marination to this, how is it exactly that they cook it? Is it on the oven or a pan?
No, this is first gone in a pan because we need some nice char coming on top. So very basic plating. I mean, this is a dish that goes out a lot, so we keep plating basic. Chicken is going on top. Salad on the side. Like it's a mixed bag. And then all you need to do is drizzle your sauce. I mean, like cherry tomato and olives if you fancy. And just a little bit of balsamic.
Well, this looks fantastic, and after the break, I'm going to tell you how delicious this is. Welcome back. Now it's time to taste the food that Chef has prepared. Chef, before we start eating, I want to quickly ask you, who is your favorite chef in the world?
There are many chefs that inspire, but like one chef that I really look up to is Heston Blumenthal. More than his recipes, I like his whole attitude towards cooking, how he's all about detailing and getting into the minor intricacies of how to make a great dish. So that really inspires me. Apart from that, there are a lot of other chefs that we follow, obviously. I also like Nusrat for his pure flamboyance, but like the main go-to guy is Heston Blumenthal, just for his approach to the whole cooking and how he approaches each dish and how he's just such a perfectionist.
Which is your favorite cookbook that you recommend to our viewers?
I mean, like for chefs, the books are a little different because we basically look at reference and not so much as recipes. So my favorite book would have to be The Food and Lore of Cooking by Harold McGee. So it is about how the science of how things cook and how you can why things happen. So that is more interesting to us. I mean, like obviously for a home cook, there are plenty of good books out there. I personally like the book Taste. It is pretty good. Also, a lot of basic stuff. I also like for Indian cookery, I always refer to a book named Prashad, which is written by the late Mr. Jigs Kalra, a really inspiration for us all. And that's it. I mean, like a book for when you're creating stuff, you don't look at books so much as technique books. So we look at chefs who mostly look at technique books.
Okay, lovely. Now let's get started.
Please. So you're gonna dig in the salad.
The mouth is watering. Thank you. Amazing. Won't you eat? What is your favorite fruit, chef?
I am totally on, something that is, I'm like currently on keto.
Oh, you
so,
So chicken is allowed?
Yeah, chicken is allowed, but I have a lot of other stuff. I mean, like personally, I love to cook Indian food. That is.
It's delicious, by the way.
And a lot of fresh foods, locally sourced. We are getting into that a lot because we just want to reduce the carbon footprint on a dish. That is the whole agenda of the whole company and the way going forward. So we're exploring into that. I mean, like it's a little difficult because obviously we have not developed vendors that way who can supply us locally sourced good ingredients. So we're getting there. That is the whole jazz nowadays.
Talking about the food, the chicken is fantastic. I can taste the smokiness that you spoke about is really nice. And let's have a bit of the salad. It's fresh and flavorful and fantastic. I'm definitely going to try these recipes and I hope you do it too. Thank you so much for watching and thank you, Chef.
My pleasure.